Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yes, sir. Hey, this here is Friday, October 28th, 2016, and that makes this vlog number 1029. Alrighty, hey, I got a birthday going out to Leslie Fennel. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leslie. Happy birthday to you. Yes, sir, Leslie used to live right down the street from me. And her and her kids and her hubby, and well, they since have departed and moved along, and well, Leslie's still out there floating around somewhere. As a matter of fact, her son lives right behind me in with his girlfriend. So I guess they're all still around, just kicking and surviving like the rest of us. Alrighty, hey, that being said, I've got a few events coming up. Don't forget that tomorrow, well, let's see, Legends and Lanterns started today, so let's get that one up and running first. Today started at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tomorrow it'll start at 11 a.m. and go through 8 p.m. And then Sunday it'll go through from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down, free admission on Main Street, St. Charles, down in the older part of town. So, in the old part of Main Street, historic Main Street, that is. Finding its inspiration from the past, this festival will offer vintage charm of Halloween in 1910s through 1930s to the historic rituals and customs brought to the holiday by the Druids and Victorians. The ethereal atmosphere is depicted in America's ghost stories and the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. This is sounding very repetitive, isn't it? Sounds like I do this every day. Well, I do, because I'm proud of my town, and I want you to come on down and enjoy what kind of beautiful things we've got going on. So anyway, come on down and enjoy Legends and Lanterns. There will be Spirit of the All Hallows Eve. The festival will feature scarecrows, hay rides throughout history, and 13 ghostly guests with historic Main Street as its backdrop. Alrighty, and then we also got the Pumpkin Glow, which started today, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and it'll go through tomorrow. So, also 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't you just love Main Street when she looks the way she looks when she's all illuminated? Join us on historic St. Charles for the Pumpkin Glow. Shops will be open 8. Come enjoy the enchanted sight of hundreds of glowing pumpkins all along the streets. 2 days only. Fun for Friday, October 28th, and Saturday, October 29th. Bring your camera. Many stores will be giving away samples and doing demonstrations. It is the weekend before Halloween. Note that Halloween's not until Monday, so don't forget, this is not the trick-or-treat night. Trick-or-treat night is Monday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Bring your ghosts and goblins, 12 and under, for tricks or treats on Main Street, St. Charles. And as always, bring your cell phone. You can always catch a Pokemon here and there. Lots of Pokemon stops on Main. Okie dokie shamoki. And let's see what else we got going on. How about the 8th annual pumpkin drop? Yes, sir. Give yourself a chance to get out to the Spirit Airfield, Smart Field. That's it. Get out to Smart Field here in St. Charles, off of Portage de Sioux, out there in Portage de Sioux, off Portage de Sioux Road. That'd be 6016 Portage de Sioux Road. And sign up for the pumpkin drop. Get yourself registered so that you can drop your pumpkin at the Target. There's 3 there's 3 cash prizes, first, second, and third. Closest pumpkins to the targets win. If you don't have a plane, you can rent a plane as long as you've got a valid pilot's license. And if you're a kid and you're wanting the chance to participate anyway, well, they've got pilots with planes on duty that'll run you up in the air to drop your pumpkin. So at a nominal fee. So just remember, bring you some money, bring you some cash, because, well, I tell you what, 9 a.m. the coffee is free. So donuts and coffee will be free while seeing the remodeled digs after the flood of 2016 in the St. Charles Flying Services open house. And then at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., the CAF display of warbirds from 12 World War II planes on display. Rides may be purchased. And then the pumpkin drop begins at 10 a.m. And they will be dropping the pumpkins from different heights in the air, trying to attack the targets on the ground. And then at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., the EAA hangar open house. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry, was up in the old muscle spasm there. Cram back in my chair. Hold on, now I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. Blessed me. I'm sure you blessed me while you saw it happen, and I thank you. So anyway, now I can get back in it, I think. Usually they come in pours, so just ride them out. All right, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the hangar. Sorry, will be open for lunch. So, proceeds will go to the EAA Chapter 32. And then, from 1:30 p.m., the B-52s and torpedo bombers, they will pick up their loads of pumpkins, and they'll be letting them fall out the back at them targets. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to sneeze in your face, but I had to get it out. Almost took my brain with it. Anyway, fun for the whole family. Pumpkin drop, bounce house, airplane rides, barbecue, and plenty of warbirds, World War II vehicles, air evac helicopters, and the EAA planes will also be on display. For questions or details, call St. Charles Flying Services at 636-946-6066. Alrighty then. Hey, I think I should find a song. Because, well, maybe I should find a song. I'm liable to sneeze through the middle of it. Speaking of that, maybe that's the song I will sing. Alright, here we go. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor. And then my poor meatball rolled right out the door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush. And then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. That mush was as tasty could be. And early next summer, it grew to a tree. The tree was all covered with beautiful moss. It grew great big meatballs and tomato sauce. So if you're eat spaghetti, all covered with cheese. Hold on to your meatballs and don't ever sneeze. All right. I think that's just about. Actually, it's not. Go to sleep. All right. Let's see. I got time for one more. Short one, but one more. Hold on. All right. Now another little childish song. Quite controversial, but it's a childish song. We'll give it a shot. It's called Puff, the Magic Dragon. Yeah, Puff, the Magic Dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Well, little Jackie Paper, he loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Well, Puff, the Magic Dragon, he lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Oh, Puff, the Magic Dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Well, together they would travel on a boat with billowed sails. Jackie kept a lookout, perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Now noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came, and pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff, the Magic Dragon, he lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Yes, Puff, the Magic Dragon, he lived by the sea and frolicked in an autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Well, dragons live forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head now bent in sorrow, green scales they fell like rain, and Puff no longer went to play along that cherry lane with his lifelong friend. Without his lifelong friend, he could not be so brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Puff, the Magic Dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Yes, Puff, the Magic Dragon, he lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. No, oh, do you ever think about me no more? Yea, so no, do you never think about me more? All right, looks like it's about that time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And, well, learning to count is the devotion for the day. Do you remember back when you were learning to count? 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. You know, whatchamacallit, Jeffro Bodine, he never counted like that. He ciphered. And ciphering is, and he could do gazentas too. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 4 goes into 8 2 times. 8 goes into 16 two times. So he could do his gazintas all the way up to 10. But he could also cipher. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 8. 8 times 8 is 16. But anyway, that's when we were learning to count. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And so on and so forth. Well, the Bible is pretty much like that. You learn that you have to start early, learn one step at a time, and that's why Our Daily Bread is a great starting point for you. So if you go to odb.org and you subscribe, give them a little donation, you can learn the Bible one step at a time throughout the whole year. See, if you start with the Bible in a year, and today you'll be reading Jeremiah 15 through 17 and 2 Timothy 2, then you'll be done with the Bible in a year. If you start today and finish up the day on this same date next year, you'll have it completed. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Psalms 139, 14 through 18. Alrighty? Alrighty then. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearful and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret, and skillfully wrought in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book we all written, and in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I should count them, they would outnumber the sands. When I awake, I am still with you. And so there you have it, Psalms 139, 14 through 18. All right, looks like it's about that time for me, so I'm going to say, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here is Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And you know, as always, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name. And come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here and I hope you are too.